Buongiorno e benvenuti a una nuova puntata di Business Tourism Hotellerie. Oggi parleremo di come sta cambiando il modo di fare ospitalità e di come sta cambiando il concetto di luxury hotel. Parleremo di tutto questo con Marco Gilardi, Director of Operation Italy e New York presso NH Hotel Group, che ringraziamo per essere qui con noi e per aver accettato il nostro invito. E passiamo subito alla prima domanda.
For NH Hotel Group, the reception has to change. The reception has to be a place where people can stay and pass good times in the reception areas, and not just a place where you have to pass through and take the keys to go to the room. So what we are trying to do is to reinvent a little bit the terms of hospitality, so the welcoming of the guests. So the reception desk is not anymore a barrier between the guest that is arriving and the people that are working there to welcoming them. What we did is to create a little desk to have a one-to-one approach, very focus on the client's need, also to guarantee privacy. And so this is how we reinvent a little bit the space, always in a completely review environmental of the reception. The reception, as I told you, is not just the welcoming desk where people have to do the check-in. The reception is the entrance of the hotel, the lobby, as we can call it, the common areas at the arrival time. In that places, what we did is to create different areas with different purpose. For example, the reception, nearby the reception, we usually have some living spaces with one common piece of architecture that is the fireplace where people can stay, enjoy a book, having some chocolate, so taking the time to read and to relax nearby the arrival and into the lobby. Then there are other spaces where the people just can have a seat and waiting for someone, or just having a look of what's happening, or your mobile or whatever. And another place where you can have a space to work with a table with the plugs for electrician power, and other places dedicated to F&B, and also to enjoy the place. This is the main idea behind this project, where in the same lobby we have different area dedicated to different purpose to make the people at ease in the place where they are. So, but not just for the people that are from the hotel or hotel guests, but also for people that are in the city for other purpose, and they can enjoy the hotel as it would be just a place to stay. Okay, a place to have a drink with a friends, like a simple, let's say, living open to the public. The idea is to open the door of the hotel to the city. That in how to do it, creating some places where the people can enjoy the time, and they are attracted to come also if they are not staying in the hotel. So to create the hotel as a hub to discover the city, and at the same time open to the city. What we did is to create a fil rouge with the concept behind the hotel, with a storytelling linked to the city. So if, for example, we did it in Milan, there are different places that have a connection with the city, taking on the example of the architecture of the Duomo, or the Milano da Bere nearby the bar with the happy hour time, the Milano Lavora, the Milano that works with a dedicated table for sharing and works together, and the fireplace, so il Salotto Milanese, the fireplace and the other living spaces that we have all around. But there is also the Milano that enjoy the life. So there is one corner where people can have a pool, and they can play with the pool, or just having a look of the television all together to see, let's say, for example, a soccer match, or whatever they want. So this is a completely way of changing also the part of the bar, so a dedicated cocktail bar where people can enjoy a lot the space of the common areas. This is the main purpose, because otherwise you find empty hotels, and this is not the case. So we did it in a lot of hotels around Europe. In Italy, you can find at the moment in NH Touring Milano, and very soon in others hotel of the chain here in Italy. What we did is to communicate to the people the opportunity to use the hotel as a continuation of the city, as a space of the city, not something where you are scared to enter in. So giving them the freedom to use the space of the common areas with a lot of plugs around. They can charge their phone, they can meet some friends, they can have just a relaxed area. I mean, I know a lot of journalists and private workers that like to stay in our hotel to just check mails or to write an article. So this is what we want to do with the Lobby Alive. About the package and about the possibility to have a business behind them, yes, we do, but not with the common areas. We do with other space of the hotel, for example, some rooms that during these times we transform in little offices. We have this possibility to pay an amount of money to stay in the room that is not a room, it became an office. So there is a basic approach with a where you have your space, your phone, your table, your chairs, and whatever. And then if you need more, we can have a dedicated rooms with more space, with dedicated, let's say, technological instruments like a very big television where you already have. But if you need to do, let's say, a video call, you need some specific audio instruments, we can arrange whatever you want. So what we do is working more in this kind of packages where the people need a private space, but we don't charge or we don't say anything in particular for the people that want to enjoy our common space. We believe that once you have a nice product they can consume, they can have a beer, they can have a caffè latte, they can enjoy the bar, and so at the end the consumption comes and we don't have to charge them for something. Also because we love to see people in our common spaces enjoying our concepts. So then if they want more, they want a private room, they want something in particular, of course, we charge for that into the rooms, into the meeting spaces, or also in the flexible spaces that we have in the common areas. For example, what I was telling you before about the fireplace, we have a specific area with the fireplace where there are some sliding doors that disappear, that seems to doesn't exist in, but when you need it, they close the area and they create a private space. So it depends from what they need. I think that the key word in these cases is to be flexible and to be attractive. Attractive not only in the look and feel, but also in the story, in the concept, and of course in the food and beverage, where is as an Italian, I know the importance to be attractive also from F&B concept point of view. So something that is a continuation of the storytelling of the hotel, is linked to the city, to the local foods, to the local flavors, in order to be attractive for everybody that want to try also an experience in that part of the state, let's say. These kind of services are, of course, a need coming from the clients. Not all of them want to do it, but some of them are doing it. So what we did in the past is, of course, having the possibility to have dedicated spaces in our gym or in some rooms where we put some instruments. We have a partnership with Techno Gym, so we have some gym junior suite where inside the room you have some instruments to take care about your body. Of course, we can give support in order to have a personal trainer dedicated to you by face or by technology. Of course, you can have your personal trainer connected with the television that tell you what to do and correct you because he can see you. So the key words as well is to try to give an answer to the needs of the market. And it's not easy because most of the time this means to have some investment behind. But what we believe is that giving the possibility and to do is always worthy and can give you an answer from the clients. So we did it with in NH President Milano. We have some suites with inside. There is a cyclette. In another one there is a tapis roulant, and in all of them there is the possibility to do free body exercises with some instruction, and also the mini bar dedicated with some product that can help you to recover your strength, let's say. First of all, as I was mentioning before, the NH Touring in Milano, so in Piazza della Repubblica, where you can find a lot of concept where I was telling you before. You want I can show some picture. I don't know if the people can see live what I can present, just to give an idea. Okay, so this is the reception of Milano, where you can see here below the welcoming that I was telling you before. There are connection with the Duomo. These are the part of the Duomo. Okay. Then there is the part of Milano that it's working with a table where you have plugs, you can see here, and it's free to the guests that are coming from outside or from the hotel. Some living spaces, as you can see also here below, you have plugs to charge your phone, to connect your mobile PC or whatever. And then you have some La Salotto Milanese, the living rooms that I told you, where you can enjoy your tranquility. I always tell you, look at here, you can see the plugs all around the spaces in order to be always connected. Of course, you have free Wi-Fi, high-speed free Wi-Fi in all the areas of the hotel. Here is the fireplace, what I was telling you before, just to give you an idea of flexibility. These are the doors that I was telling you before, where you can close these doors and create a private area. And using this table that is not a so little one, it can move and become a normal table, and you can have a meeting here, or you can remove everything and to have a private party or a private whatever you want. So this is the kind of flexibility. Always in Touring Milano, this is the pool that I was talking you before, and the part of the bar where you have a dedicated cocktail bar, where usually you have 100 people that are not staying in the hotel. Of course, they can stay out having some cigarettes, they can stay in to have some drinks. It's a mix of experience together. And these are other examples around the world. Here in Italy, we have other example of mixing spaces that is very linked to the F&B, what I was telling you before. For example, in Venice, here we played a lot. Venice, you know, it's a capital in terms of cinema. So there are a lot of history about the cinema. Here, the storytelling is linked to the city and to the movies and to the Fiera del Cinema that they have in Venice. So we have a lot of pictures about famous Italian artists there, and we linked to the experience of the F&B as well. So we call the restaurant 8mm food Cicchetti and Wine. 8mm is a link to the movie part, and Cicchetti and Wine, it's a specific way of enjoying the bar in Venice. Cicchetti are little tapas, and wine, nothing to add about that. So what we create, it's an entire experience open also to the city, where during the evening, in a dedicated, of course, calendar, we open the common areas, especially the meeting spaces. We remove all the movable walls. We project movies, and we offer a dinner or a happy hour time with dedicated menu, because also the menu is a gaming and it's a playing with some movies. For example, 007 cocktail you find in our menu. So these are all things that we do to open the doors to the city and to involve people enjoying our hotels. So it's a continuation. It's like I would like always to say that the hotel is like a plaza with a cover, with a roof on that. So you can enjoy the city also there, and trying the bar, trying the experience that we do. Another example, it's in Milan, where we played a lot. This is Porta Nuova, nearby Corso Como, where we have a concept, dedicated concept F&B with the Tabla Fina. Tabla Fina, it's a mix of experience of excellence food in Italy, revisited in a Spanish way. So we did all this bar, as you can see, and restaurant, very easy, where the people can enjoy the common area of the restaurant and playing with our food experience and enjoy the happy hour or the dinner or the lunch, also a work lunch or whatever. Another example of planning with this area is the terrace and the hotel for Imperiali, that, as you can see, has a really bad terrace. I'm joking, but this is an experience where we play with the Cinema Peplum. famous in the 60s in order to make the world aware of the beauties of Rome and all the history part of Rome with the Colosseo and all the history of Cinema Peplum. Here, of course, the F&B offer is linked to this concept, where you can see, for example, Bellini food and other connection with the cinema of that period. So, with the collaboration with a famous chef in the television that is Natale Giunta. This is how we play. These are 3 examples in Italy, but more will come. For example, this is something that we did in Milan, and we're gonna move again in Rome very soon. We have a Now Hotel where you can see the reception, normal reception, but every 6 months, this reception change. With different furniture and different experience. As you can see, it's the same reception. Every 6 months, you have different vernissage with different picture in the hotel where you can buy picture. And every month, we do an evening, as you can see here, where is a party. There is a party, there is a DJ that is making the life different in the reception area. As you can see, become almost a disco. So as a defined target, but this is the way we play with the common spaces. Here are other example of Now. For example, Now London. As you can see, we play a lot with the city. Every hotel in our idea has a different concept and a different way of reinterpretation of something of the city. For example, London is playing with itself. As you can see, we play a lot with the UK, with the Queen, with the King of the Past, always playing with a joke. Okay. Now Amsterdam Rai. Amsterdam is a city very multicultural. So here we are playing a lot with different approach of the cultures and around the world. Okay, so I'm showing some picture about this. And more will come. For example, we're going to open an H Collection Murano this year. Is a new way of approaching the hotel in Venice. It will be a resort, as you can see, where you can enjoy something, and you can enjoy Venice in a different way. This is an old fabric, an old industry of glass, and we did it an hotel inside. You will have a marvelous view on the city from Murano. And another way that we're going to play on the connection with the city and open the city to the people living in there is the Milano City Life, where we're going to play with a church and a new hotel in the same that are connected in the same place. So there will be this way of entering in a church but living in an hotel. On the top there will be a pool, and there will be a different concept of sky bar, always to be open to the public. These are examples, of course. New York will be open this year as well, so there will be a collection in the Madison with the 38. This well will have a connection with the city, with the 70s and the 60s. There will be a connection with that, and you will see also from the furniture you find. But this is the connection we are always looking once we open or reopen or refurbish an hotel. Has to be always connected to a storytelling in order to have a soul. So people are not seeing something nice, but something that is connected with the city, that has an history. Yeah, what we did, we already did it. For example, in Turin, once we opened with the new lobby alive, we received the television of La Nove. With deal with it, and we did it for like a month. Different jokes that they do. I don't know if you know the program Deal with It, where they are connected. And so we dedicated one part of our restaurant that is the Camellia's Yard, that is connected with the garden, the secret garden of Milan. That it's the concept that is around the part of the F&B. So we did it, and there was a dedicated part with a studios with the whole hidden cameras playing with that. So yeah, we did it. We have to arrange in the best way possible, because it's important to be always a welcoming place for everybody. So they don't have to find the cables everywhere. I'm joking, but this is the point. But yes, we do. Yes, we do. We have just to arrange details, but we are open to everything, because we believe in the hotel that is not just a place where you stay to sleep. You stay there to enjoy the city, you enjoy your time, you play with television, radios, or whatever. We believe it's a continuation of the city. Yes. So since 2007, NH asked themselves how it was possible to do hospitality being sustainable, trying to do the best we was in our hands in order to reduce the impact of our operation every day on the planet. So what we did, we worked in two different ways. One is on the hardware part, and one is on the software part, as I would like to say. So the first part was the hardware. So the idea was once you have to refurbish one hotel, once you have to change one lamp, once you have to do any kind of works, trying to do it in the best way possible that in the long run we could have an advantage on it, and to do it in the best sustainable way. So what we did, we changed more than 700,000 lamps, putting LEDs, time by time. We did reducing the amount of water that was possible to come out from the bathtub, from the shower. That thinking about that in the hotel you have a big pressure, so reducing a bit, nobody knows and nobody can feel it. But at the end of the year, it's a big saving in terms of water. What we did, we put on the roofs different solar panel in order to have green electricity, and we put some rechargeable points in our parking for who has the electricity car, and also all a kind of green mobility that was the way to do it in the hotel, where you can park and you can use electrical bike. I don't know. All this kind of green mobility that can help us. So from that point of view, what we did, we create a way of saving and think about how many energies we burn every year. We are talking about 57 million of kilowatt hour that we consume every year. With these little changes that are not written because you have an investment behind, but it's very important to understand that it's not an investment like spending money. It's money that you spend today and they will come back tomorrow. So what we did, we save a lot of CO2 consumption. We did a calculation on that, and we tried to give like back to the city more than 52,000 trees. So this is very important for us because every of these actions is linked to the planet, to the sustainability, but also to the pocket, to the P&L of different hotels. So we continued during this time also working on the hardware part, removing all the single use of plastic, and continuing also to work in the head of people. We did more than 7,000 hours of training in order to help people to understand how much was important to turn off the light, don't use too much water when you need to clean up something, to use the right product in the right moment. And all this kind of training was a way of putting in their DNA the idea of doing something better for our planet. So we continue from 2007, and during this time we reduce 31% the energy consumption. This is a lot of money, and this is a lot of effort that we did, but we know that we are on the right way. Just to give you an example to how we are circulating our ideas. For example, when you have the tap of the bottle, the sugar, not the sugar, how is sugaro? I don't remember the word in English, but it's a way to play with the bottle of wine. The last part that it's I don't remember sugar. How was the name of sugaro in English? So this just 1 second that I wanna see it because it's important for me to understand. Yeah, sugaro. So the cork, sorry, cork to cork. The project was cork to cork. So it means that the cork that we have in the bottles, we collect all of them in one big box, and at the end of the year, we gave to a company. They create panels to do isolation from the parquet in the rooms and also into the wall. So this is just an example that it's very important for us. For example, in the rooms you have temporization of the lights, temporization in the common area, in the toilets for the water, and all these kind of things with the LED everywhere gave us a lot of saving during this time. And these are some examples that I'm showing to you. Water consumption minus 27%, energy minus 31%. So these are all certifications that we receive just because of this. As you can see, this is the cork experience. This is a box where we have all the corks of the bottle, and there is a circular where they destroy, they transform it in panels, and they will use it for the rooms. Another way of doing this kind of activities is to work with the space you have. For example, on the rooftop of some hotels, we have some gardens, using the gardens to give experience to the guests that they can enjoy the garden and take all the vegetables they want. So 0 kilometers distance from the product that you have, and we can cook for them. So it's a connection with the experience of the territories. Of course, it's not always possible, but it's not impossible. We do have a vegetable garden on the rooftop in Torino, in the city center, and of course in Amalfi, in Taormina, and other places where it's easier because you have a garden. So these are some examples that we did in this period for having this approach in terms of hardware, so refurbishment, all the expenses, trying to use the machine that gave you energy saving on the long run, and also in the software, working on the mind of people and on the mindset, in order to always be very focused on don't waste paper, don't waste energy, create less waste possible. So this is something that we believe in a lot, and start from the construction, from the way of working, and the way you are using your construction.
Siamo giunti alla conclusione di questa puntata dedicata ai mutamenti nel settore dell'industria dell'ospitalità. Ringrazio Marco Gilardi, Director of Operation Italy e New York presso NH Hotel Group, per essere stato con noi. Vi ringrazio per averci seguito e vi do appuntamento alla prossima puntata di Business Tourism Hotellerie.